Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Curious Expedition with Zebu Nation. Now, I was on a bit of a hiatus as I dealt with some computer issues, but we're back now. It's a brand new week, brand new schedule. We're going to start doing Curious Expeditions on every Tuesday and Thursday. So hopefully I can keep to that schedule. It's 2 a week, and so we could get through a whole expedition in a couple of weeks. It'll be fine and dandy, so long as we make it to the end. But anyway, let's take a look at the Hall of Fame and reminisce with our previous adventurer, Roald Amundsen, had an untimely demise after merely three expeditions, but he did garner 670 experience, or fame, I should say, so he at least outdid Marie Curie, the sort of timid scientist who lasted 5 expeditions. But the problem here with Roald is he went to what is a natural place for him. He went to the north, the frozen Arctic, and he got a little sloppy. He sort of lost that fear that you need to have when you explore the Arctic environment. And, he lost his life to kind of carelessly planning of his expedition, and made a couple of key mistakes, and so hopefully our next explorer doesn't make those same mistakes. So let's go back. New game, here we go. Unlocked a new person. Who is this lady? I don't know, but I kind of like the look of her. Let's choose Isabella Bird, legendary adventurer. First woman to join the Royal Geographical Society. Geography gives additional information about your region. I like that. Looks like she starts Scottish soldier, a native shaman, a donkey. We like that. Whiskey, dynamite, torches, pistol, shovels. Lady is set up. Let's go with old Isabella Bird. Now we're talking. Legendary adventurers, welcome back to the Explorers Club, old friend. Have you heard that we are building a statue to honor our most famous member? Word is that you have a good chance of seeing your likeness on that statue. However, I'm afraid to tell you that you are not the only candidate. So look at who we have. Richard Burton, Mary Kingsley, Alistair Crowley, and Marie Curie back again. Alistair Crowley, the sort of famed occultist. Interesting choice to bring him in. Anyway, now go adventure awaits. Let's go with the expedition. We have not passed this yet, so it looks like Australia is our only choice at the moment, either East Coast or West Coast. The Desperate Jungle, a golden pyramid can be found there, or the Hidden Drylands. Let's see. We don't have machetes or anything like that, so let's go to the Drylands. Let's see, the air was fresh and tasted of salt as I hurried to the harbor. There were still some arrangements to be made, so I imagined what lay beyond the horizon. Someone walked up to me and pleaded for my help. He wished a message to be delivered to the chief of a village located in the region we were headed to. It's always easy enough to deliver a message. Plus 1 letter. He handed me the sealed envelope, which I promised to deliver. Alright, let's continue with expedition number 1. Generating wonders, animals, jungles, random RNG. Let's go. I didn't buy any supplies. I guess I probably should have. But now I got 30 bucks to spend. Alright. After barely surviving one of the most monstrous thunderstorms I've ever witnessed on a ship, we finally reached the shore of our expedition area. The land lay open in front of us like an invitation to an adventure. Let's take a look at the ship's storage. I don't know that we'll need dynamite. Whiskey. Bottle of aged whiskey, single malt, used to refill some sanity. Alright. Gun, torch, shovels. Probably don't need all 5 shovels. Let's bring 1 shovel. We got the letter. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 open slots. That should be pretty good. I insisted we secure the best possible tools for the quest that faced us. Careful preparation would be critical to our trek. However, I could not shake the feeling that the captain wanted us to leave post-haste. Now, this is the Drylands, but I don't know that we need water, but I'm going to take water anyway. Plus 10 water. We can always throw it out if we don't need it. So let's go. Let's begin the exploration. It might be favorable to deliver the letter first. Luckily, the man had marked the location of the village on our map. All right, so there we go. Easy as pie. Let's see, 11 sanity here. That's no problem. We'll go there. I don't see any desert, so I don't think we're gonna need our water. So that's good. All right, so let's go to the village. Easy as pie. So we give them the letter, and then, you know, stuff happens. We got lots of question marks around. Today we reached a village. The villagers were apparently a shamanistic group. The villagers observed us with curiosity as our trek arrived in their settlement. We moved freely about the village and considered our options with these people. Uh-oh. Scotsman, we should never have ventured out this far. Come on, buddy, where's your sense of adventure? The natives observed us with caution. They were polite and offered us what they could. Let's deliver the letter and increase our standing, hopefully. We brought the letter to the village chief. To reward us, the chief regaled us with his stories of the greatest wonders to see in the region, including a holy shrine, which he marked on our map. We felt comfortable in the midst of the overjoyed villagers. All right, so we got +2 status rating. We could either recruit or trade. Let's see, do we have anything to trade? Did they have anything to trade? Native trinkets, 20 value, that's pretty good. Horned flute. A peculiar organic object that produces a faint and unnatural sound. It seems to be able to distract wildlife. That's interesting. Mini puppets. Take away the fears before going to sleep. Jewels. We've got some interesting jewels here. Coca leaf. Mini puppets. Huh. We could trade them the whiskey. Let's see. A precious crafted trinket with golden elements makes a great present. Will improve the loyalty of a person if gifted. That's helpful. All of this stuff is pretty helpful. They want our water? No, they don't want our water. Mini puppets can take away fears before going to sleep. Horned flute. Alright, so let's do that. We'll get the jewels, which will help us fund our next expedition. The native trinket will give us loyalty for somebody. And the mini puppets, I think, will help get rid of some dreams or something, some bad dreams that we often have at night. You know, because every time you stop in this game, every time you rest, there's a chance, there's an RNG effect of something bad happening. So hopefully that can stop one of those bad things from happening. So let's make the deal. We reached a deal with the villagers. Awesome. Now let's recruit. I asked around to see if any adventurous spirits are willing to join my cause. A few moments later, I had gathered the interested individuals. All right. So Jafikosiku, native animal handler, level 1. What does he do for us? Good reputation, animal capacity +1. Claustrophobic. Don't like that. Mipuvo, animal handler, native level 1. Same deal. Claustrophobic. Gawapaman. No. Gawapawam, the shaman. What is her deal? She is also... All these villagers are claustrophobic. I don't know what the deal is. Let's see. 3 loyalty, 2 loyalty. I mean, Mipuvo has a lot of loyalty. I like that about the person. Animal handler, we have a donkey, so she can increase our... I think we have a donkey. So yeah, let's bring on Mipuvo, the native animal handler. The animal handler will join our trek. We felt more than welcome, and the villagers are seemingly excited about our presence. Well, you know, so we gained a lot of status with the village, so that's good. But let's leave. We got ready and headed out as new adventures awaited us. Okay, so there's the shrine, which is pretty far away. It's in the 2nd sector. So we got a lot of stuff between here and there. So let's see, we can't go through the mountain, we have to go around. Let's go here. I mean, that's a lot of sanity to have to go around these mountains, but we don't have much of a choice. Oh, we went up and over that hill we didn't have to. That cost us a lot of sanity. Alright, so we're down to 27 sanity. Let's see what this question mark is. Let me zoom in on the map a little more. There we go. Yeah, so I should have went around and stopped here, and then we could have gone. We could have saved us some sanity. So let's go, let's go. Enter the stone circle. We came across a stone circle that seemed to be man-made. There were inscriptions planted upon each rock. Perhaps they formed a sort of map? Fixlupi seemed visibly upset at the idea of desecrating this spiritual site and warned us about incurring the wrath of the gods. We have a lot of torches. I mean, I don't want to offend this dude, but let's reveal the caves. Fixlupi made sure to voice his concern. He got decreased loyalty from our shaman. Now, I was not sure how long it would take for him to come to terms with my decision. Fixlupi was out of his superstitious mind. He sobbed hysterically about how we had cursed our luck. Sorry, buddy. But now we know. Now we know there's a cave right there. That's awesome. Let's gift this. Whoops. We had some rough days recently, but today was a good day. I ordered the team to pause momentarily and consider to hand out a trinket to one of my Trek members. Fixlupi was obviously still furious and complained about our delay. So let's give him the trinket and increase... Yeah, look at his loyalty is 0. So let's give him that. During an impromptu ceremony, I approached Fixlupi and handed him the trinket. Then I patted his shoulder and told him that this expedition could only succeed with his support. He seemed happy with the gift. Alrighty, so... Oh, look at that. His loyalty boosted up to 3. Look at that. Oh, her loyalty down to 2. Local. Alright. So we could... Who are we going to promote here? Can we promote one of these guys? Yeah. Prejudiced against people of the opposite sex. Come on there, Lennox Johnston. Let's take a look at our party, I guess, for the first hand. We have Lennox Johnston, the Scottish soldier, who apparently is also sexist. He's a whiskey expert, increases the gain sanity when drinking whiskey. I don't really want to increase his whiskey expert, but he does have attack dice. That's good. He's got 2 cargo capacity, 2 loyalty. Alright. Fixlupi, the native shaman. He has good reputation, mushroom recipes, 1 sanity gain from eating mushrooms. He's superstitious. And interesting. So we need to find some mushrooms for this guy to work on. And then Mipuvo, who we met earlier, she is our animal handler. Let's... Oh, we got also have our donkey, Mr. Blake. Mr. Blake the donkey. I like that. Alright, so let's promote Mipuvo and increase our donkey's capacity. There we go. Now, look at that. 5 capacity for our donkey. We can schlep around all kinds of stuff. So, we don't really have any ways to regain sanity at the moment. So let's go down here. We'll have to deal with our lack of sanity and explore the cave. We approached the cave. The rocky maw led into darkness of unknown depths. We required a torch to uncover its mysteries, so let's do that. Let's use the torch. Ooh, look at this. We lit a torch and descended into the darkness. We found a small cavern jumbled with the remains of what seemed to be a failed expedition. What little remained was rotten. All the bones we found had been cracked open and seemed sucked of the marrow. That doesn't sound good. Let's investigate the remains, though. That's why we're here. To our surprise, one of the rotten crates still held some valuable equipment. Let's loot that. Oh, look at this stuff. A metal cube. Interesting. A small cube of shiny magnetic material covered in otherworldly engravings. Climbing gear, that's always helpful. And a sextant, navigational instrument to measure distances between two visible objects, plus 2 reveal distance. Alright, let's take all of that. We are looking good. Now we have no way of recouping ourselves at the moment. So I think we go to the village and rest. And then we head out this way and see what we can do. Alright, here we go. Anxiety spread amongst the group. We discovered that Lennox Johnson had been so nervous that he dropped something during his leg. He dropped 3 things. He dropped a shovel, a torch, and half our water. Alright, that's not good. Alright, but worse things have happened. Alright. Let's make it back to this dang old village and get some rest. Through the jungle. And we didn't quite make it there. This expedition was taking its toll on all of us. At night I heard angry curses. Fuxalupi had been bitten and was bleeding from an open leg wound. He was urging me to take the appropriate measures against the animal responsible. It was obvious that Mr. Blake was the attacker, as he was nervously looking around the environment as if for an attacker. I could see the panic in his eyes. We're not going to kill Mr. Blake. We just got here, so let's refuse. Decreased loyalty again. I refused to punish the animal, which upset Fixalupe beyond civilized measure. He would need a while to accept my decision. We have just angered this man to no end. Alright, we return to the village. Let's leave. Let's leave. Let's go back to the ship. Yeah. Let's go back to the ship, because we can drop off our items at the ship. And, rest on the ship, and then go to the village, rest again at the village, maybe? I don't know. Access the ship's storage. We can put away all of our treasures here. We can put the water back. We don't need the water. Alright, so that's good. Maybe we can take 1 stick of dynamite and blow up a mountain. Sure. The captain greeted me as we approached our ship in the morning. Anyway, let's rest overnight. Let's gain some health. We prepared camp to recuperate. The trials and tribulations were wearing us down. We barely managed to collect enough wood to light a campfire. Lennox Johnson made a wicked comment about my capabilities as a leader of this trek and lack of sense of judgment. I would much better fit scrubbing the deck of a ship. Do we chastise him or let it slip? I don't know what will have the worst effect, so we'll let it slip. I decided that the circumstances were already taxing enough and did not want to make much trouble about a comparatively minor event. Alright, so that appeared to be okay, but I don't know, this sexist guy is not going to work. As we prepared for departure, I knew we would miss the fresh air of the boat. Nevertheless, I was under the impression that the captain was becoming irritated by our stopover. Let's see, one more rest. We settled down and allowed everyone to rest. It was a beautiful night, and everyone seemed to enjoy themselves. We huddled around the campfire. We heard an unsettling rasping sound coming from behind a nearby tree. Let's investigate that. A young native with bloodshot eyes and an infected wound lay shivering. Unfortunately, I can't heal this guy. I got no heal kits. I got no mushrooms. I'm sorry, buddy. Without the use of medical supplies, we could not help. The shaking soon stopped. I'm sorry, buddy. We're ill prepared for illness. We got lots of good rest, though. As we packed up, I once more enjoyed the fresh sea air of our boat. Nevertheless, I was beginning to feel the captain was becoming annoyed by our prolonged stay. Alright. So let's go back to the expedition. Let's go to the village here. Rest one time in the village. That should get us up close to 100%, and then we can move on in that direction. So I've got to pay more attention to this compass up here in the corner. It's telling me sort of the general vicinity to go. We need to go west. So, enter the village. We returned to the village. We were guided to the village by a crowd of cheering kids. Our good reputation preceded us. Is there anything to trade? No, we trade them. We can trade them our dynamite. Cancel. Let's rest real quick. Darkness fell. The natives lit a campfire and invited us to sit with them. The villagers were hospitable, and we spent an enjoyable evening with them. So -2 standing, so we can't stay here for very much longer. We can't stay here for any longer, honestly. I got a splendid night's rest. The following morning, I woke to face a gathering of natives. It seemed my undergarments shocked them. The natives seemed undisturbed by our presence. They remained very polite. Alright, so happy to see you later. We got ready and departed as new adventures could be waiting over the next ridge. Yes, indeed. It's probably the best reputation we've had with natives ever, so let's not waste it too much. Let's head this direction. Only 31 sanity to get that far is pretty good. Oh, there's a bird. I don't know if that's a good omen or a bad omen, but bird cawed in our path. New region discovered. What in earth are these? I don't know, but that is not looking like a good place to go. We could also rest here. We found the springs. Okay, so we should have just gone here in the first place. We wasted a lot of time when we should have just gone to these springs. Alright. The scale of the falls took my breath away. It was an awe-inspiring sight. The water cooled the air, creating a fresh breeze. We don't need to refill our water, so let's just rest overnight, gain some more sanity. We decided it would be a good idea to stay here and allowed everyone to rest. It was a beautiful night, and everyone seemed to enjoy themselves. All this traveling led us to inherently know each other's perks, habits, and foibles. We discussed our different childhoods, which awarded me a greater appreciation of my team. Lennox Johnston told me about he was attacked by a diseased wolf when he was a child. Since then, he bore a deep distrust against them. Fixalupi was not really willing to share anything about his upbringing. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Nobody's forced to share anything here. What are these unreachable grasslands, or whatever those are? Anyway, as I prepared for departure, I knew we would miss the melodic tone of the falling water. This place buoyed my soul. Alright, so let's leave that. We got plenty of sanity right now. Let us leave this place. Now, the compass is kind of pointing southwest. So let's go this direction a little bit, see what's over here. Okay, so there's a question mark down there. That's good. And there's that temple. So let's explore through here. We could help if we had machetes, but we do not. Alright, let's see what this question mark is. It is a campsite. Yes, it is a campsite. We entered an old campsite. There were debris of what seemed to be a failed expedition that must have been here for a long time. The few mortal remains were long rotten. On the upside, one competitor less. I spotted animal tracks and I had to keep moving or end as someone's dinner. We haven't had an animal attack yet. I don't know. Let's search the area just for fun. I was certain there were riches to be found here. I instructed the people to form small teams and investigate the surroundings. We were delighted to see that one of the corpses was still clinging to valuable equipment. Oh, look at this. We got a Coston flare gun. This device was invented by Martha J. Coston. Originally intended to be used for signaling at sea, it can also be helpful in revealing nearby areas. Be careful with flammable material. So I think we could shoot it in the air and reveal some areas, but then we might light the area on fire. So that's no good. We got 3 of them. We've also got some red berries. Somewhat sour but nutritious and energizing. So there we go. Very helpful. As we left, we noticed our presence had attractive, inquisitive wildlife. Alright, so we got a hyena on our case here, but that's alright. We can get out of here before he can do much to us. So, the compass is now pointing mostly north. So probably we need to go around this mountain range, this way. So let's go up here. Get away from that hyena. We're looking good. What happens if we shoot one of these flare guns? Oop, that's no good. Click on an area. So mountains shouldn't set on fire, right? Oh, I take it back. I take it back. I take everything back. Mountains do set on fire. Okay, let's run. Oh, there's the golden temple. There's the golden temple. Alright, alright. So now we got some stuff to worry about. Alright, we didn't burn down the entire world. We just burned down a little bit. So we can go back here to the shrine. First, let's eat our berries. Alright, step 1, eat berries. Plus 5 sanity. 5 sanity. Alright, so we're all sanitized up here. We can come down here, get this temple, steal the stuff from the temple. That's going to cause natural disaster. Then we can run up to the temple. Hopefully nobody dies between here and there, and that will end the mission. So there we go. Let's go. We got a battle plan. That hyena is way over there. He's not going to do anything. Examine the shrine. We arrived at a long-forgotten shrine. It was a bold testament to the power of its creators. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, listen to that music. I love that music. It's kind of like something out of a John Carpenter movie. Anyway, a circle of dried-up blood had been drawn around the whole structure as a warning for anyone that dared enter. A thick layer of sand seemed to surround the structure. So, when we steal the treasures from this temple, which we're probably going to do, it will release a desert into the world. So, we shall enter the shrine. We arrived at what seemed to be the treasure chamber. If this place held any riches, I knew we would find them here. An altar illuminated with breathtaking ambiance stood atop a plinth. Investigate the altar. Alright, so we got a golden mask, 70 fame, 40 funds. A mask made of pure gold, seems like this was used in sacrificial ceremonies. And a golden vase, a small vase made of pure gold, plus 50 fame, plus 40 funds. Take it all. I would not leave empty-handed. The treasure was ours for the taking. We took whatever we could and proceeded outside as the plant life behind us began to wither and die. A drastic climactic shift ravaged this region, and we were responsible. Alright, so now we gotta hightail it out of here to the temple. Let's go. Here comes the desert. We got a chance of RNG not in our favor. This journey was taking its toll on even the animals. At tea times, I heard a loud scream. Fixalupi had been bitten and was bleeding from an open leg wound. He urged me to take the appropriate measures against the animal. Mr. Blake, I mean, come on, that's 2 times, but we need your carrying capacity. We can't kill Mr. Blake at this point. Because if we lose his carrying capacity, we're boned. So, we're going to refuse. I refuse to punish the animal, which upset Fixalupi beyond civilized measure. He would need a while to accept my decision. Fixalupi is gonna leave our expedition for sure when it's over. But that's for later. For now, we're gonna get that golden treasure. Maybe. Maybe. There we go. Uh-oh. We got another RNG event. In the wilderness, it was nearly impossible to prevent an injury from occurring. Uh-oh, we got some problems here. Fixalupi's wound had begun to fester and secrete an astonishing degree of pus. Alright, let's get rid of that. But let's explore the temple. Our video has gone dark. This was happening earlier. It happened on some of our previous expeditions. But luckily this expedition is almost over. The Pyramid of Gold was our goal. But for the claiming, we had overcome all events to achieve success. Let's enter the pyramid. After all this hardship, tremendous relief overcame me. I knew that the name of Isabella Bird would go down in the annals of world history. I congratulated Mipuvo, but instead of excitement, I saw regret. She preferred to stay here. Let's convince her to stay. I like her. She's an animal handler. She helps us out with our donkey. I mean, she is a native, so she doesn't like to stay, but let's try to convince her. And we did not. Did not get a brain. Native animal handler is lost. There's no way to convince her otherwise. Mipuvo decided to stay in her home country. Alright. There we go. There's the end of our expedition. Success. We got the golden pyramid for 100. Got the new world bonus of 50. I don't know what that means. Speed bonus, we came in 3rd, so we got 260 fame. It's pretty good. I'm going to pause the video here now, and I'm going to grab the report online for this so that we can look it up later. So I'll be back momentarily. And we're back with the end of our mission here. A successful expedition. Let's finish the expedition. See what happens. Our background is still janked up, but it's a triumph anyway. It's wonderful for Queen and or country. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? Good reputation. Start each expedition with a standing bonus of +4. That's huge. Waterproof. Reduce movement cost in shallow rivers. Or fresh air fanatic. Increase sanity gain when resting in nature. I think the reputation is invaluable compared to those other ones. So there we go. Let's check out, see where we finished off in this little adventure shore. Here we go, here we go. So we finished, just above Mary Curie for 3rd place, but now we have all of our trinkets and items and things. So the golden mask, 70 fame, 40 funds. Got a lot of stuff here. Jewels. Alright, so we'll gift the mask that will get us 70 fame. Boom. Golden vase. 50 fame, 40 funds. We'll gift that as well. That'll get us up to 2nd place. The jewels, 30 funds. We'll sell those. Get the jewels. I guess that's it. Is that it? That's it. Alright. So we finished almost in 2nd place. And there we go. Looks like the end of our expedition, even though our graphics have gone stupid. Let's save and exit. There we go. Back to the beginning screen of the Curious Expedition. So one of the many reasons I had hoped to be recording these videos on a new computer, but that's not to be at the moment. So until next time, we'll see you again with janky graphics. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so please subscribe so that I can get an actual YouTube URL instead of random gobbledygook. So until next time, we'll see you later.